I'm gonna actually change the tension and make this a little bit harder, because as long as I'm here, I might as well get my workout in. So the weight capacity on this is 300 pounds. You don't plug this in anywhere. So the number one problem in getting home fitness equipment is, where on earth do you put it in your house, right? The answer is anywhere, and it also folds up. How cool is that? We have different color choices. I'm on the purple. Ivana is on that royal blue. We also have it in this pretty aqua color. We're calling it teal. Then we have red, and then we have it in black. Now, the other big deal about this bike is it comes with a 4-week trial of the Echelon app. And if you've seen that very, very expensive bike, there was a big ad campaign for it that was a little controversial, because the husband told the wife, you need to get on that bike. And we were all like, nobody tells me I need to get on a bike. Anyway, you guys remember that. So what was so cool about that thousands and thousands and thousands of dollar bike is that you could have a TV screen where you can go all over the world. This bike does that too. If you have the Echelon app, we give you 4 weeks included. So that's a really, really cool feature, so that you're not bored while you're working out. Now, I've got my little card here, but there's a display screen that is really, really, I mean, look at how big that is. So you've got the different modes. You can reset and set, scan how much time I've been on the bike. I like that I can see this without my reading glasses. That's actually pretty cool. So we're gonna go to our special guest. Jody Stabile is our special guest. She's a certified personal trainer. You've seen her on HSN many, many times. Her and I have done many fitness shows together. Jody, I'm doing my best. You're doing great. It helps to have home fitness equipment, though, I can tell you that, because we can't go anywhere. Absolutely. Are the gyms even open? I feel like they're open, they're closed, they're open, they're closed.
Yeah, it's up and down, and you don't know what you're gonna get week by week. Mine's currently open right now, but I have seen a decline in clients, because not everyone's ready to get back into the gym. So you're probably wondering why I'm standing here without anything. But I just wanted to show you, this is where my bike is, because as easy as it is to move from room to room, I can tuck it right over there against the wall. You didn't even notice. You didn't even see it. So I wanted to show you, you do have wheels on the bike right here. So when I'm rolling it from room to room, it's 30 pounds as is, but when I'm rolling it, it's super lightweight. I'm weighting it on the front, and I'm able to roll it from room to room. So the really cool thing about this bike that I absolutely love so, so much is it is 2 things. It's a recumbent bike first, and then you can also take it up to that upright bike. So you're getting 2 bikes in one. Now, let's go over everything. I'm gonna sit it back into the recumbent position. So first and foremost, I wish you guys could feel this amazingly plush seat that you get. You get a nice wide base of support here. You have a nice plush backrest here and 2 handles here as well. So in that recumbent position, I'm just gonna step over, I'm gonna hop on. This is going to seat from 4'11" to about 6'4". So if you have different ranges and heights in your family, it'll sit and suit everyone. It holds up to 300 pounds, like we said, and I'm gonna have a seat, I'm gonna lean back, and it's just like being in the recliner. So those of you getting off the couch and you're wondering, how am I even gonna start? Where do I start? How do I get started? I don't know what to do. This is it. You hop on, you sit back, and you take a ride. Now, we also have one more added benefit to this. You get resistance bands as well as, so you're getting your cardio, you're getting your resistance training all in one. This is the piece of equipment that's gonna give you the most bang for your buck. You're gonna get a high calorie burn as well as resistance training on top of that. Now, I don't know if you all know about that, but when you go running and you're jarring your joints and your skin starts to sag and you lose the weight but you know, there's a plus to it. You do lose some weight, but you're not toning up your muscles. And so then you have to run the miles. Then you have to go to the gym and you have to get on the machines and do the bicep curls and do the leg press and do all the things to gain muscle. Not here. Look at all that you get. You're gonna be working your calves, your hamstrings, your quads, your glutes. You can work your core just by sitting up off the bike. You can work biceps, shoulders, back, triceps, anything and everything all in one, as well as cardiovascular training. So riding a bike by itself, you can burn up to 400 to 1,000 calories in 1 hour. But when you increase that and you get that heart rate up by incorporating resistance training, you're going double. So you are getting an intense workout if you want it. If you don't want the intensity, you don't have to have the intensity. You start at whatever level you're ready for. But we have 8 levels of magnetic resistance, like you said. I'm gonna turn mine down because I always get winded on the bike because this thing really does work. It really does work. And I wanna show you, it's a steel frame. So this is really sturdy, it's really stable. I can even get in an upright position and like climb that hill there. And you'll notice that it's not rocking, it's not falling over. It's a beautiful piece and it's really super comfortable, as well as there's no plug. You see it, there's no motor. You don't have to worry about the chains on the bike. I can move this from room to room. It's whisper quiet in the baby's room, working out at 5 o'clock in the morning before I wake anybody up.
Right.
All of that can happen at home.
You know, and I think that what's going on across America is people are working at home, Jody, that did not plan on working at home right about now. I know I got married in October and my husband traveled for work and now I'm looking at his face every day. I didn't sign up for that, Jody.
Not yet.
I don't care if he's watching right now. That's what's happening in my house. So.
Well, congratulations on the marriage.
Oh yeah, thank you.
We hope it lasts.
It hasn't lasted a year yet, but my fingers are
Through
crossed.
quarantine.
But it's a quarantine marriage. Let's see what happens.
No.
But luckily, I get to still come to work. Here we go. But I will tell you that I could not have any fitness equipment in the house that made one noise. And I think that's happening to everybody. Because if one person wants to work out and the other person's on a Zoom call and the other person's on the phone with their boss, right? The other person is, you know, you've got to be quiet. Or as a mom, I remember when my daughter was a baby, finally the baby's asleep. You don't want to do something loud and wake the baby, don't wake the baby. I think the quietness factor of this is really a huge, huge plus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even as well as, you know, the kids are probably home right now as well. So some of them are on Zoom doing their summer school programs and things like that. So you don't want to mess that up. But, you know, there's not a ton of places that we're really going right now with everything that's going on. And you may want to get outside. And don't get me wrong, it is hot as can be here in Florida, but there are some health benefits to getting outside and getting some vitamin D. You can move this with you. You can take this outside and put it on the deck. You can move this from room to room, so you can get active at any time of the day doing whatever it is that you need to do. So if you have to get on that conference call, if you're cooking dinner, or if it's an early rise, wherever, whenever, put on that podcast, put on your favorite Netflix show, then this is something that, you know, it's not big. Most bikes that you see in the gyms are a pretty big, substantial piece of equipment that once you get in the home, you're probably not moving it. And it has that big motor on the front or the chain on the bike. And, you know, it weighs a ton. So the really cool thing about this that I love so much, and I'm going to show you again, is that it folds up, like I said, to the size of about a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
Just like so. So I store this in the closet. You can store it behind a door. It can go from room to room. Super easy to use.
And you know, Jody, in the set, I'm gonna do a close-up of the wheels because I know a lot of people have said, oh, my home fitness equipment, it's portable, you can move it from room to room. This is on wheels. It's like a dolly. So let me just show you. This, see the wheels? And I am moving this with one hand, and I think we've established in the show, I'm not in the best, I'm not the strongest person in the world, although I do have good blood pressure. I did learn that in the show. Good oxygen, good blood pressure. But, you know, look at, see, I mean, you're able to move this. All right, I'm gonna go move this in this room right here. I'm gonna go move this over here. You know what, I don't want it in the living room, I want it in the bedroom. I'm gonna go move it over here. This is not the workout. I'm really impressed with that. And Jody, I've seen a lot of equipment, and boom, it's completely stable right now. Now, it doesn't look pretty anymore because they backstage made this very pretty. Okay, I gotta make it look pretty again, but there you go. But I will tell you right now, in the lead, the black. The black is selling very quickly, and like everything else, we get in a limited quantity. We don't know how fast it's gonna sell. We don't know what colors. Now I know. The black, you guys are wanting the black. This is the most popular. Red and teal, I know teal is limited. 200 in teal, that's it. The royal that Ivana's on, I really like that. I think that's really cool. That looks really cool. I've got the purple, and that's also available. So you don't have to get free weights. because you've got the resistance bands. You don't have to get two pieces of equipment because this is a bike, recumbent and upright. So whichever comfortable. And also, I find that this is really stable when you put your shoes, your feet here, and you've got these straps are adjustable. When you're working out, your foot stays right where it needs to be. And then the weight capacity of this is 300 pounds. So I was gonna say, you can use it, you know, your teenage kids, your kids home from college, your husband. And I will say, if you're the woman of the house, what you do, everybody looks and sees. If you're on the bike, everybody in the family be like, when are you getting off the bike? I wanna get on the bike. You know, you get on the bike, you set an example. I do have home fitness equipment, and I will say that is, for me, the only way I've kept working out. And I don't, you know, just 20 minutes a day makes a huge difference. Even 20 minutes 3 times a week makes a huge difference. I think for me, Jody, it's good for my mental health, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like after I work out, I feel like, well, proud of myself that I did something good for myself. It also like releases those endorphins, and it kind of puts you in a good mood. It's kind of hard to be in a bad mood after you work out. It really changes your mood, I think. I mean, I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying but there is scientific evidence that the endorphins happens, right?
Yeah, but I like that you're honest with your experience, because that's where it comes from the heart. It's true. Like when you get when you get those endorphins going, when you get that blood circulating and you start to, you know, rev it up a little bit, get a little bit of a sweat in, get a little calorie burn in, you start to feel so much better. And right now, with everything that's going on and all the crazy media and news and things that we're reading on Facebook and all that stuff, it's like, where are we getting our sense of sanity? How are we dealing with our emotions and our stress when we can't go and, you know, get out into the world doing our normal routine? What do? I suggest turn that music on, get on here for 10, 15 minutes. Then, you know, the other thing, I like how you mentioned like a 20-minute. It's not about getting on here for 2 hours, hour and a half, an hour. You don't have to get on here and go crazy, you know, dripping in sweat, burn a ton of calories. It's like the small increments, the consistency throughout the week, the 10 minutes here, the 15 minutes there, the 5 minutes here. That's where you're going to start to see those huge shifts and huge changes. What would you do if you lost 10 pounds? What would you do? And why wouldn't you start today when today's a perfect day? And today is a day where you can take control of what happens in your home. Now, with the resistance bands, look at this. You know, normally when you go to the gym and you're in a fixed position doing a bicep curl, you don't have access to any other muscle, right? With these, I can move any which way my body wants to move. So you can flow with whatever feels good. So there's no right or wrong here. You don't need a trainer to help you get on the bike and tell you what to do. And if your form is right, you don't have to get on the ground and do the dreaded crunches. You want to work your abs? Sit up off the back. Sit up straight, pedal, and notice that your abs are on, supporting your spine. You can add in those rotations. You can get those obliques in. The opportunities here are endless, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, I like that you're doing kind of all of it at once. So it's not like, okay, I'm gonna do my cardio, then I'm gonna get on my weights, then I'm gonna, you know, in 20 minutes, you're done. You are done. And I will also tell you, a little bit goes a long way. I mean, obviously, Jody is, that's what she does for a living. And Ivana, obviously, look at her, like that's her. But even in just 10 minutes, really will do so much for your health. And with everything that's going on in the world, I think what our focus should be is building up our immune system and being as healthy as we can be right now. So we're ready to fight pretty much anything. And having weight issues isn't really gonna help that. You know, you really, I mean, I'm just saying that there should be, everyone should try to be in the best health they can be all the time, but especially now, it's really important to be in a good, healthy weight because of what's going on in the world. Right, Jody?
I love that you said that. It's so true. And do what you can do, because don't wait for anybody else to tell you what you need to do. Don't wait till the time, the day that you have to go to the doctors because of something happening. Take it on now, handle it head on today. Start what you know you need to start. You know we need to move more. You know what I'm saying? It's not like this is anything new. And then you know you want to do something that you're comfortable doing, like riding a bike. This is very basic. It's not learning something new. There's no learning curve here. So you don't have to worry about putting on a DVD, watching the instruction manual, getting the trainer, going to a certain class. This is something that you can easily do, that your entire family can do.
Jody, I'm glad you said that. I recently moved, and one of the things I found these DVDs with this kind of boot camp type, and my daughter's 20, and she's like runs every day. She's in amazing shape, and we were looking at this DVD going, who can do that? I mean, it was probably 20 years old. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of a collector of everything. So. But the home bike is something that I've had for years and years and years. And you're right. You can sit on it and you start moving your legs. That's it. There's no like crazy, like, okay, we're doing this dance and that dance and you're going over there. I feel like it's also at any age. I'm almost 60, I'm 58, and I'll say that I want to be stable. The last thing in the world I want to do is hurt myself at home in this day and age. But sitting on a bike, going like this, plopped in front of the TV set, I feel very safe.
Yeah, these are one of the biggest, these are one of the most sought after pieces of equipment when you go to the gym. And you're not worried about anybody else sweating on your bike when you're at home other than your family members. So the great thing, also I wanted you to notice, I can go backwards and I can go forwards. Don't forget there's 8 levels of magnetic resistance. So if you want to start on level 1 and you're a beginner, have at it. If you have that cyclist in your house who's preparing for a race coming up in the near months and they want to get it amped up, they can. If you want to get that upper body burn, you can. And when you're ready to put it away, you can tuck it on over, 3 clicks, you're up and you're ready to put it back. I'm just going to put it against the wall right here. Imagine it's going into your closet. It's going behind the couch. It's going behind the bed, in the bedroom, in the baby's room, wherever it needs to go. Tucks away, super easy. But you know what? Even if it is out, it's not a dreaded, ugly piece of equipment. It's really nice. Those colors are beautiful. Right. It's a nice, comfortable piece. It's sexy. It's sleek. It's, it's black with a little bit of pop of color. So it's a nice piece. You're not going to feel like you want to tuck it away. But
Jody, I'm going to ask you a couple questions. First of all, tell me about assembly. I want to know when I order this and it comes home, do I need a degree in mechanical engineering to put this together? Like, what's the deal?
Not a degree in engineering, but it will take you about 15 minutes.
15 minutes? Okay, that sounds good.
Just about 15 minutes. There's a lot of it put together, just some extra pieces that have to kind of be bolted on, and it's super easy. If I can do it, trust me, you can do it.
Did you put it together yourself?
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do it on purpose because I want to make sure that I can tell you exactly what, what that's like. So if I don't have to call for my husband, who's amazing at building things, kudos, kudos to the company, kudos to the piece of equipment. So super simple. All you do is follow the manual. It's very easy, 15 minutes.
The other thing I want to talk about, because I know we only have about 4.5 minutes. By the way, this is selling like crazy. How many do we have left in the black?
Excited.
Because, how many in the teal? 150 left in the teal. We do have a good quantity in the black. That's been the most popular. We have red, royal, and purple. So if you want the teal, you got to be ordering now. So Echelon app, it comes with 4 weeks of the app. But how much is it if we want to keep it going? And tell us more, what is this app? Why do I want it?
So the app is great because this is something that we have 16 scenic rides. So maybe you want a little visual. Maybe you want to imagine you're elsewhere and you're on the sandy beaches, or maybe you want to be in France or you want to be in Australia. We have the scenic rides. You also have over 500 rides that are in your bank there, your bank of classes. Or you can do live on-demand classes. If you find your favorite trainer who's on at 9 o'clock at Tuesday, you can pop in and they'll know that you're in the class. They can encourage you. They may be like, come on, Helen, let's get 5 more calories in. As well as we have kickboxing. You have yoga. We're giving you strength training. We're giving you a total system all in one with the Echelon experience. And again, you get that for free for 30 days. So it's a great, great experience. It's a great app to use because this is what's going to keep you on track. This is what's going to guide you through your movements and guide you through your workouts. And it gives you that feeling, that sense of community. So you're going to be in that class with that trainer, feeling like you're there, experiencing the whole thing with them at home. But that's great. That's what I love.
Yeah, I love that. And by the way, if people at home are wondering, do I have to have the app? No, you do not have to have the app. We give you 4 weeks with the app included. You could try it, you could see you want it. Jody, how much is it if they want to keep the app? Do you happen to know that?
I'm not going to lie, I don't know that right offhand. I feel like that might have changed.
Okay. I
Maybe
don't know if I
somebody else
have that
could tell us.
information. Kevin, do you know how much it is if they decide to keep the app? Yeah, we're going to look into that, and we're going to see if we can get you that information. There's also an Echelon heart rate monitor armband available. And maybe we could talk about that for a minute if you wanted to add that to your order.
Yeah, so that's great as well. So that's going to slide on right on the arm there, and that's going to track your calories, and that's going to be a true heart rate and calorie burn. So that's really nice to know that, you know, if you are doing fitness for heart rate monitoring, if you are trying to stay at a certain level to, you know, not go super high to where you have like any kind of heart issue, you can track that with the armband, which is great.
Oh, okay. Also, there's a mat that's out here on the studio under Ivana and my bike. It's only $31.25. It's on 3 FlexPay of $10.42. So if you're putting it somewhere like maybe on a hardwood floor you don't want to sweat on, or, you know, you just to protect the floor, if you want, it's not necessary, but we do have that available, and it does say Echelon on it, and it's the perfect size, so it's not a huge, you know, sometimes they're huge and it's ridiculous, but you can pick that up. Item number 652486. We have about a minute and a half. Jody, what would you say to somebody who's like, you know what, is this really the best time to start an exercise regimen? What would you say to them?
Well, it absolutely is, because now is the time where we need to take control of the things that we can control.
Yes, I love that.
A lot of things, you know,
I'm getting that on a t-shirt.
Yes, a lot of things are out of our control right now. So the fact that you don't know if the gyms are going to close, you don't know if we're going to be able to go outside tomorrow, you don't know if somebody in your family might be compromised with some kind of illness or issue. So if you need to be staying home, I suggest that you have something in your home to keep you on track and keep you active and keep you healthy, because now is so important to take the time to stay healthy, mind, body, spirit, all of that included. It's crucial. It really is. This is going to hold up to 300 pounds. So if you're worried that, I don't know if this is going to fit me, 300 pounds, 4'11" to about 6'4", 8 levels of magnetic resistance. You're going to get your cardiovascular training as well as your resistance training. Recumbent position, upright, tucks away. It's a beautiful piece. No learning curve, and this is something that you can start today, and something that you should start today, because now's the time, like I said, to take control of what you can control.
Thank you, Jody, so much. I do want to add, this is super comfortable. This is the most comfortable bike I have ever been on, and I've been on a lot of them. So those of you who have ordered, congratulations. You're going to love this. We're going to take a teeny little break. Thank you again to Jody and my model, Ivana. Coming up in the next hour, Dr. Nassif, Dr. Paul Nassif Skincare. Stay tuned, it's coming up next.